Okay, we are live. I want to check out the ETF flow from yesterday, Bitcoin and Ethereum, just to see where we are. So yesterday was 18.3 million in the red, not a huge deal for Bitcoin. Grayscale dumped 73.6 million of their supply. Now let's check out Ethereum. Here we go, Ethereum. Okay. Oh, all right. Ethereum net positive for the first time since day one yesterday. And Grayscale only dumped 120 million of their supply. So good evening, Nisa. Good morning from me. Good afternoon, Martinez. So it is what it is. I do not see a reason to be bearish on a long enough timeline right now. I just don't. I mean, minor capitulation is over. It is over. So good morning, WP. Okay, buying more HEEHEE today. All right. Good morning, Elias. Hey, Moke. Hello, Bull. Brex. Afternoon. Alvarez. Okay, I need to respond to your message. Tuesday and Thursday next week. Usually around 10 a.m. Eastern time is when I start. So that would be a good time to go live because I'm live on YouTube and TikTok right now. So that does not work for when I go live. But Tuesday and Thursday, I just go live on TikTok. So today is yesterday and yesterday was before that. Yeah, Kamala Harris. Hello, everyone. All right, I can't respond to everyone else anymore. Hello, everybody. Good morning, ABC. Juan. Hello, Lavi. Doing well. Hope you're doing well. Always a good morning when we start with a live. So, yeah, okay. So Bitcoin is down a little bit today. It's down to $66,000. Just remember, we've been in a range for a very long time since February 18th. It's February 28th. And we had some deviations, but we've mostly been between $60,000 and $70,000. All right, sounds good. Okay, Alvarez. So I'm not really thinking anything right now as far as like when's the market going to turn. We have a Fed meeting today, so remember that. There's a very, very high likelihood that they're not going to lower rates, but the last two Fed meetings, they have communicated different things. So the May Fed meeting, they communicated something that caused the market to pop, which was that they were reducing their unwinds, their tightening, that they were easing up on their tightening. Instead of tightening by $60 billion a month, they went down to $25 billion. In June, they presented more of a hawkish tone, and the market did not respond well to that. And so most likely, the Fed is not going to lower rates today. If they did, we would see a mega green candle, but I don't know how long that would last. I would prefer if they did not lower rates today. I think that it's a 95+% chance that they're going to lower rates in September. So that would line up well with, some bullish momentum leading into the election. If Donald Trump gets elected, that would carry us a little bit more, I think. And I'll just be straight up bullish throughout that whole time. So September 18th is that next Fed meeting after today. So we'll see. Yeah, you do you is pumping. I hope that continues. A reason that I'm bullish again is look at my most recent video. The hash ribbon indicator has signaled to buy 93% of the time when the Bitcoin hash ribbon indicator signals a buy, Bitcoin goes up shortly after. Okay, so we got that buy signal on the hash ribbon indicator. That's very bullish. That means that the miners are done capitulating and we're good with miners. So what else? I would expect some dovishness, some communication of dovishness from the Federal Reserve. I already told you guys, don't hate it, don't date it, don't trade it. I bought a bunch of XRP over the weekend. I bought $4,000 worth. XRP has broken. It looks like it's breaking out of its bull flag. I'm very bullish on XRP short term. All right, I'm not an XRP fan. I don't love it. I don't hate it. If I like the chart, I buy into it. I don't know what to say about right now, but I think if there's some form of dovishness from the Fed today, I think XRP is going to put in another leg higher. So, all right. Do you know how to KYC on MEXC with the Palau ID? I do not, and I just recently, a few weeks ago, got my Palau ID. So I need to look into that, but I don't know. I'm sorry about that. Hypothetically speaking, when is a good time to get out? All out December or January? That's kind of my picture of when I think things are going to peak for a local top at least, but I don't have a clear answer. It's more so, what are the signs that there's a lot of excitement in the market? I think there will be plenty of signs, and I'm going to go based off of that. Remember in 2019, here's what happened in 2019 after the Fed lowered rates. I don't think it's going to happen again this time, but we had 1 week where Bitcoin went up by 25%, and then right after that, Bitcoin dumped by 40%. And then it really didn't come back. So is that going to happen again this time around? No, I don't think so. But I think that Bitcoin's going to climb throughout August. I think August is going to be a bullish month. And then Fed cuts rates. September will chop until September 18th. Fed cuts rates. We'll see some bullishness. And then I want to gauge how the market responds. I want to gauge what sentiment is like. I want to see, are there 1,000 people in this live stream? Are meme coins exploding? If so, that could be October. And I'm going to be exiting a great deal. Or it could be November. It could be December. It could be January. Whatever the case. I'm paying attention to the signs, okay? So, all right. I am live on YouTube, World War Bitcoin. I can't keep up with all the comments on TikTok. I am usually able to keep up with all the comments on YouTube. So let me head over to YouTube here. Cardano or Kaspa for this bull run. Kaspa, man, Kaspa is killing it right now. It's held up so well. And now it's been a while. It's been a while since people have been really excited about Kaspa, but Kaspa looks amazing, man. I would say Kaspa, even though I have more X's of a gain in Cardano for my price target than Kaspa, my Kaspa price target is probably too low. Let's see. Good morning, George, Randy. It's so sad seeing all the paid shills for Kamala. It's so obviously manufactured worse than crypto. I have not paid attention to any of that. I don't know. I don't have a TV. And I'm assuming that's on TV, or is it on X? I just don't know. So my new pick, OGPU, 20 million market cap. Okay. Sausage party on Pumped Up Fun. All right. I'm pretty sure you need a VPN and enter from whatever country Mexi is in to use Palau ID. Okay. Good to know, Pascali. Hey, let's get to 10,000 likes, and we'll do another HEEHEE giveaway. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, John. What's your take on this administration selling off the Bitcoin Trump said he would keep? I forgot. I didn't realize that was happening. I saw like a post about that. Whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I mean, Germany sold their Bitcoin. Look at how much damage they did. We went to $53,000, and they gave you an amazing buying opportunity. I'm not worried about the United States selling Bitcoin, this current administration selling Bitcoin. If Trump wins, he'll do that strategic reserve. I do believe he was being honest about that. Hey, Alex, if you have bought that bird you mentioned the other day, any news why it's not showing on our Soulflare? Paul, I have no idea about why it's not showing on Soulflare. I bought into it, and it's showing up in my Phantom. I'm sorry, man. I don't know. What you got price target on Cardano? $4.86. Jasmy, I think Jasmy's a great buy right now. I mean, it's doing well. It's holding up very strong. Kaspa looks like the strongest chart out of every major altcoin. Jasmy's just as close. XRP looks good right now. Oh, TikTok for the Kamala shills. Okay. Then maybe I'm not going to make an anti-Kamala video. I'll get banned. Near is also strong. Near looks okay. Yeah, let me look at the Near chart real quick. Near. Yeah, Near's not bad. It's not bad. So we'll see. Where do you think XRP will go in the short term? I mean, I could see it going up to 90 cents. That's there's some resistance at 90. Let me look at the XRP chart real quick. I know I've drawn some levels here. Yeah, about 90. Maybe, you know what, I'm going to start chipping away at this, taking out some profits at 75 now that I'm looking at the chart here. So 1,000 people in the live stream is for TikTok. People asking about 1,000 people in the live stream. When do you think Bitcoin will peak? November, December, something like that. Local top. But then after that, I don't think 2025 is going to be a good year. I am unique in my positioning on that. I thought you did not like XRP. Again, if I like the chart, I'm buying. I don't hate XRP. I don't like it. It's just if it looks strong, if the chart looks strong, I'm a buyer. I've been talking about the last couple days about how I've been bullish on XRP, and then it had this huge pump a couple weeks ago, and then it formed a perfect bull flag. I mean, it was a beautiful bull flag, and then it's breaking out of that bull flag. Yeah, don't hate it, don't love it, just trade it. Don't hate it, don't date it, just trade it. You'll get it. Don't be suspicious. There are some people saying there will be a recession in 2025. I am one of those people. All right, I am one of those people who believes that 2025 is going to be terrible. That it's just going to be a grind down, a slow grind down, and then I am not a believer in a soft landing. I believe it will be a hard landing, similar to the Lehman collapse in 2008. And then it's going to be an amazing buying opportunity. I will be more bullish than I could possibly be. But you got to be patient. There's money to be made this year. Now, listen, most people say 2025 is going to be a great year. I could be wrong. I fully admit that. But I'm sticking with what I think is going to happen, what has happened historically in markets with rates. So, all right. Casper price prediction, $1.07, but that might be too low. Rug pulls on decks, much lost. All eyes on HEEHEE. All right. MPL, best RWA coin out there. What do you say about that? I don't know anything about MPL. Sorry, Hassan. Hey, Duke. I feel safe holding HEEHEE. I'm convinced we bottomed out a few weeks ago when that 4% whale exited. So when do you see RWA start pumping? I mean, RWA cryptos seem to be holding strong. So when, after a new all-time high for Bitcoin, if you had to put all the projects in your portfolio into one, which one would it be? I'm going to stick with Pendle. I have 5K to buy Noble Blocks, Aerodrome, and Ords. Which one would you pick if you're only going to buy one? I would buy Noble Blocks. Render is under $6. Are you buying soon? Tomorrow, August 1st. Let me check out AOs. I'm buying a bunch of AOs and Render tomorrow. I might even do some low leverage longs. So, and the reason why, again, NVIDIA earnings report, I've been talking about this a lot. So, all right, good. AOs is down today. I'm going to be buying some, buy the hype, sell the event with AI cryptos pumping into the NVIDIA earnings report. So, nice. What's your favorite bar/restaurant in Nashville? I mean, I didn't go to all of them. There's this barbecue joint I went to I really liked. Spent $23 for my meal. Whew. I'm a cheapskate, so that was rough. But I don't remember the name of it. I'm 100% into utility, Ondo, Pendle, AOs, Aero, LCX. Is this the play for the next local top, or do I need memes? I think it's the play for the run up into the local top, and then I would say very much memes. So, if rates start dropping in September, when will be good to sell? Sorry, I already answered that question. You gotta measure sentiment. Don't think about timelines. Look for sentiment. So. Casper price prediction, the friendly ghost. I don't have one. I've given up on Casper. It's way too inflationary. You think ICP will hit 130? Not in 2024, 2025, but yes, 2026. I know that's the bear market, right? That's what you're being led to believe. So is Casper the ADA of this bull run? No, Casper is more like the Matic or the Solana. But what you've got to understand is that people who bought in early on Casper are up huge. So huge. 300x on HEEHEE easy. I'm reading Miguel Flores' comment. I cannot legally give any commentary on that. But Alex, you mentioned Jasmine. What's your high price prediction? I don't have a high price prediction. It's just 11.5 cents, but that's probably too low. So, do you know what happened with water? No. I still hold some water. I'm just gonna let it sit there. Thoughts on Rose prediction, guys? Most cryptos, by the way, that you're asking for price targets on, I did in-depth analysis on my YouTube channel, World War Bitcoin. I am live right now on YouTube. I am able to answer every question on YouTube. Search World War Bitcoin. You'll find my live stream. I can't answer every question on TikTok. Good morning, Scented Pleasures by Lena. But I did price target videos for 120 cryptos on my YouTube channel, put multiple hours into each video. So my price target for Rose is $1.25. Will Sui do good? Will Sui do well? Sui is very highly inflationary. Very highly inflationary. That's a concern with Sui. Do you think XRP will finally do well? I am bullish on XRP short term. I have a $3.02 price target. My price target for Sui is $11.43. Let's see. Thoughts on DSO? Man, did I do a video on DSO? I'm not a huge fan of it. I'm not a believer. But you never know, man. It's crypto. I think Injective will do well. Yeah. 10K. 10K for XRP, is that what you're saying? I don't know what you're saying, Miguel, but not $689, 10K. What are your thoughts on HBAR? Not a fan. DSO, I mean, I have a $323 price target on DSO, so there's that. Good afternoon, Crypto Storm. What other influencers you meet in Nashville that you were excited to see? So, I mean, I spent a lot of time with Lucas, the blockchain boy. I met that investor. His name's Patrick. I met DeFi Daddy. I really liked talking to him. I met Joshua Jake briefly. When we met, he was so nonchalant that I thought he didn't recognize me or something like that, but then he did. So I don't know what to say about that. It was very brief. I met Ty. It was great to hang out with Ty. We did a podcast together. I met a guy. I'm forgetting his name. There was a guy I've never. Oh, you know what? The introvert millionaire. He has a TikTok account with 140,000 followers. He hasn't posted in 2 years. I had lunch with him. I was really happy to meet him. And then Devin Dejewski, who I do spaces with every Friday on X. It was great to catch up with him, and I saw him a couple times. So all of the above. There were some people that I met who I'd never even known before, and it was really cool to make connections with those people as well. A guy who has over 100,000 subscribers on his YouTube channel. He has a stock channel, and he pulled me aside at a party and was like, "Hey man, I just want to say, really appreciate your content, and I'm going to try to connect with him." That was really great. So let's see. Thoughts on Orca? I don't know anything about Orca. What do you think will happen at the FOMC today? I don't think they're going to lower rates, and I think they're going to communicate some kind of dovishness. AVAX is underperforming. Can you check the chart? Is it breaking out? Avalanche. Yeah, Avalanche kind of does this, all right? Like all bear market, it didn't look so great, and then it did pop really hard. So Avalanche. I mean, it put in a higher high on the daily. Now might be a good time to get in on Avalanche. So let's see. Oh, 10,000 likes already. Okay, my bad. All right. So, hey, all right. It's 10:49 Eastern Time, United States. It's actually 10:45. Let's do this for 2 hours. Okay. So between now and 12:45 Eastern Time, if you buy 0.2 Solana worth of HEEHEE, you will be automatically entered into a giveaway where you could win $100 worth of HEEHEE. So 0.2 Solana, you're automatically entered into the giveaway. A couple updates with HEEHEE. Follow the HEEHEE X account, HEEHEE Solana. What we're really posting on the X account is just highlights as to the benefits of there's different tiers for our premium Discord that will launch when we get to a $10 million market cap. And the benefits are significant. We already do have, what's up DeFi Daddy? I was just talking about, I met DeFi Daddy in Nashville. It was great to meet you. We've already launched we did a lottery so people could get early access to the premium Discord. And and the results so far have been really great. It's been really positive. People are happy with what they're seeing there. And so once we get that premium Discord launch, there's going to be all the benefits. All you have to do is hold 20,000 HEEHEE to have access to the basic level of the premium Discord, and then there's other layers. Follow HEEHEE Solana to get more information on that. And again, between now and 12:45 Eastern Time, United States, if you buy zero point 0.2 Solana worth of HEEHEE, you will automatically be entered into a raffle to win $100 worth. We have one entry so far, so your odds are pretty good if you get in on that. So, was Calvin there? I did not see Calvin. All right, it was a pleasure. Yes, DeFi Daddy. All right. All right, now YouTube. Let's see. Orca, yeah, I don't know enough. Let's see. Stock market price action is concerning. Any thoughts? It's just down. Let me look at the Dow Jones. Dow Jones over $40,000 is fine. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's $40,900. It's fine. We had a little bit of a correction. Let me look at the NASDAQ. IXIC, NASDAQ. Oh my goodness. Yeah, there it is. Okay, NASDAQ. NASDAQ, what do we say about NASDAQ? I mean, it looks similar to what it was at in April. Had a bit of a correction. I'm not worried yet about the NASDAQ. Not at all. It faced some resistance at a 4.236 retrace. So, hello, IC. When 1,000 people in this live, when people get really excited about crypto again, which is not anytime soon. We need Bitcoin on the other side of its all-time high. Now, the Russell 2000 is the big one that I'm paying attention to. And Russell 2000 still looks ready to break out. You want to talk about bull flags, look at the Russell 2000. I wouldn't be surprised if the Russell 2000 broke through today after the FOMC meeting. Russell 2000, people are buying right now. They have an appetite for risk on for smaller stocks, which is good for crypto too. That means they have an appetite for crypto. Russell 2000 breaks out, crypto will correlate. Crypto correlates very well with the Russell 2000. So 5K and Pepe, I think Pepe is a great play. Yeah. Do ton meme coins interest you currently? Yes, very, very much so. Let's see, where are we? Think LRC has found its bottom. Your coverage has been noted. All right, loop ring. Let me see loop ring here. All right, so far only one person has bought 0.2 Solana, so I guess they're going to be the winner of $100 worth of HEEHEE. HEEHEE or Wolf, HEEHEE. Much smaller market cap, higher return to reward. All right, so Loopring had a wild wick one day. I wouldn't be surprised if now would be a good time to buy it. I just don't know. I don't know how to buy it. Join the Telegram group. Do you think the market will have some pump after the meeting today? So go to heehee.community, and then you can join the Telegram group there, and they'll give you instructions on how to buy it. Ducky on Solana, don't know anything about it. Let's see. So it might have found its bottom. I don't have enough information here on Loopring. Are there CRYP? I don't know what you mean. ICP is inflationary crypto. It is right now, yeah. There may come a day when it's not, but right now, again, Boss Mind, I don't know anything about Ducky on Solana. You got to stop spamming. Land Wolf, I think, is going over $1 billion in market cap. Is the 0.2 Solana for HEEHEE still on right now? Yes, yeah. All right, Chris just bought some HEEHEE. NPCs don't know enough. I mean, I know as much as any of you know, so I can't really give you any information on that. Will HEEHEE start getting marketing after the rate cuts? We're going to turn up the marketing. All right, Stevie. We're going to turn up the marketing when market conditions are favorable. Right now, we're in this boring range. Okay, and it seems like everything we try, it just goes right back down, to where it's been. So we want to, what I think would be best is if we slowly built momentum up. I do believe that HEEHEE bottomed out. So we slowly build momentum up, and then we can point to, hey, momentum is building on this. And then, boom, we're off to the races. What do toy mean terms recession for you? Rafa, I think you're going to have to try again on that. Why is Render losing so much strength? I don't know, but I'm going to be buying it tomorrow. So do ton meme. Let's see. Are there older cryptos that you don't believe in anymore since last bull run? I mean, I'm losing faith on Quant, but otherwise, no, I think they'll all see millions of dollars flow into them. You wouldn't buy Prime? Did I say I wouldn't buy Prime? Sage is rallying a bit. Listen, I'm a believer in Sage. I think it can go back to all-time highs. Are you part of the HEEHEE dev team? No, I am the HEEHEE dev team. Now since then, we've added lots of other parts that are they're doing amazing work. So, what do you mean in terms of recession in 2025? I mean we're going to have a recession in 2025, and crypto's never experienced a recession except for what am I thinking here? Except for the COVID crash, and that was so brief. Do you think Crash Meme Coin will trend and pump with Brett? I don't know. Yeah, maybe. That actually sounds like that sounds right. Yeah. I never thought about that, but I could see that happening. How much is your subscription after the first month? $5.99. If I win the HEEHEE contest, will it be airdropped or do I need anything? You don't need anything. It's all on the blockchain. I'll be able to see. I pick out a winner. I'll be able to see the wallet. So... All right, YouTube. I'm way behind on YouTube. Guys, I'm live on YouTube, World War Bitcoin. I am answering every question on YouTube. I can't do it on TikTok. So would XRP be the best buy short term, or is it better to buy Render and AOs? You only have 400 for those coins right now today. I mean, XRP has broken out of its bull flag. Render and AOs might be the better play. The crypto network. I did not meet the crypto network in Nashville. I left on Friday. He came in on Friday. So we missed each other. He was only there for one day. Have you looked into CTO Rebel Crypto? I own some of that. Yeah. Alex, do you have this full list on your YouTube? Any of my YouTube videos, the price targets, yes. Let me post it again here. Price targets. There you go. Sounds like a great trip. Yeah, it was great. Mr. Cuz is in the house and he's still bearish. In Paris for Olympics, lots of crypto talk. When I go out to bars at night, many my age are into it. 60 plus, okay. LCX seems to be quite popular. I mentioned that I subscribed to you and many recognize you. Oh, wow. All right, I did not. So nobody, I wouldn't be surprised. Nobody came up to me, except one person came up to me in Nashville and said, hey, Alex, what's up, man? And it was another content creator. Somebody who I had no idea who that person was. So nobody, as far as I know, nobody recognized me. The fact that EJ is saying that in Paris, you mentioned me and that people recognize me, like that's news to me. I mean, I am perfectly fine being small potatoes, believing that I am small potatoes, thinking that I am outside of the top 10,000 most influential people in crypto. I am 100% convinced that that's true. And I am perfectly fine in this space. I was out with the blockchain boy one night, and these four middle-aged women recognized him, which is hilarious because the average age of his followers is way younger than the average age of my followers. And so like they recognized him, they took a picture with him, and I was standing there like, hey, I'm your demographic, do you recognize me? I didn't say that to any of them. I'm not that vain, but yeah. Blockchain Boy gets recognized a lot more than I do, and I'm perfectly fine with that. Where can I see the podcast with you and Ty? I don't know yet. I don't know. So I don't know if it's been posted yet. AXGT, any new thoughts? No, I'm still a very big believer in AXGT. I'm a big potato to you. Yeah, sure. Will XRP hit $5 in the coming bull? I mean, I have a $3.02 price target. Luna Classic price prediction. I don't want anything to do with Luna Classic. I don't have any price predictions. What will be the first sector to go up? I don't know. No. Larger cap cryptos. So that's what I'm mostly focused on right now. And in fact, I did two YouTube videos 2 weeks ago, giving entries on 11 cryptos. 5 of those have filled. One of those cryptos was a smaller cap crypto, and that smaller cap crypto is doing worse than the other ones. The other ones they filled almost perfectly. So how is XLM do almost what XRP does? Even now it's green like XRP when everything else is red. Yeah, as XRP goes, so does XLM. So it is what it is, you know. Chan Fork Cardano. I don't know anything about that. Render report tomorrow. Thoughts? I'm buying Render tomorrow. I don't know. XLM to $1. My target's like 90 cents. Arrow. Bullish on Arrow. 32.20 is my price target. Let's see. Hello. Oh, hey, what's up, Miko Ball? Getting in. Jesse's getting in on something. Do you have a price prediction on Sui? Yes. Sui on the spreadsheet. Click on the spreadsheet. I put the comment section in there. Or the doc. Thoughts on Peng and Solana? Bullish on Peng. When will the bull run start? I don't know how to answer that question. You know, the bull run, what are you waiting on tomorrow to buy? Render and AOs ahead of the NVIDIA earnings report. I made a video about that. Check it out. And TARS AI. I bought some and I'm holding some. I hope to me it's a win, first time win. Cat dog on Solana, next big meme. Okay, I'll take your word for that. GMX price prediction. I don't have a GMX price prediction. Let me see. Akash. I did one on Akash, right? Yeah. $27.13. Will XRP get to $8? I do not believe it will. What would make you change your mind about a recession in 2025? I mean, as of right now, there's very little that would change my mind. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, maybe if we saw unemployment go down, or if we saw just signs of like true health in the market. Because even unemployment can be very much affected by just people giving up and just exiting the system entirely. So I would need to start to see true health in the economy, and I'm not seeing that. ICP hit your price prediction in November? No. What are your expectations on the Fed meeting tonight? I think they're not going to lower rates, but they are going to communicate some form of dovishness. You said you wouldn't touch Prime and it's a rug pull. Oh, shoot. Okay, I thought you were talking about Echelon Prime. Prime, yeah, the Prime meme coin. I haven't looked into it enough. Is it a rug pull? I don't know. Do you come live every day? I try to, yeah. Do you feel as convicted with Landwolf versus Brett? Pretty much, yeah. Let's see, TikTok. Whiff price prediction, don't know, but I like it. Would appreciate a Zeta Chain price prediction. I like Zeta Chain, but I don't have anything for you. It's too new and it's too small. What do you think about Immutable? IMX was one of my top 5 bear market buys. It did very well. It is very highly inflationary. You got to be mindful of that. My IMX price target is not many X's from here. It's already a multi-billion-dollar crypto. So IMX, let's see, what is that? $12.89. So I mean that's more than a 10x. No, that's less than a 10x. So, any thoughts on VThor? Not really. I mean, I like VeChain. I have a 33-cent price target for VeChain, but not VThor. No price target on VThor. Sam, all right, Alex, any tips on how to start as a content creator? Love your streams. I mean, study Ty. Look at how he blew up. He told me in Nashville that, he got in a conversation with Gary Vaynerchuk, and Gary was just like, you got to post, man. Post. Okay. And Ty took that to heart. Go where there's organic traffic right now. I mean, TikTok in 2020 was amazing. It's still good. All right. And don't worry about the 200 view limit. At some point you'll break out of that. You got to start on TikTok. TikTok has always been a means of increasing my subscriber count on YouTube. I care about YouTube more than TikTok. Well, not so much. TikTok has benefits as well. So use TikTok to drive whatever. I spent enough time on that. Study Ty. Love him or hate him, study Thai. Thank you, Daro. FTM price prediction. New all-time high. Thoughts on data ownership protocol? I don't know enough. $4.41 is my FTM price target. Let's see. Could you explain the invalidated column? There was a time earlier this year. Yeah, just don't even pay attention to it anymore. I mean, you could see there was a time. It was at one point my low end price prediction. Like if things did not go well with like the ETFs or things like that, and that's all gone. It's done. So, can you look at Donald Trump on Solana? 3 million market cap, 7,100 holders. Oh, community takeover. Let's see. Wait, what was going on in the price target spreadsheet? Okay, Donald Trump. I mean, that could be that they just spread it out. You know, they airdrop people. Bitcoin price prediction December, $80,000. I mean, chart, you know, I could see it doing well over the coming months, you know, leading up to the election. It looks fine. Donald Trump on Solana. Which reminder, everybody. All right, if you buy 0.2 Solana worth of HEEHEE between now and 12:45 Eastern Time, United States, you have an hour, a little over an hour and a half. You will automatically be entered into a raffle, a contest to win $100 worth of HEEHEE. So let's see how many entries there are right now. A fair amount, you know. You have like a 5% chance of winning. It's not bad. So smash up that like button, subscribe to the channel. I don't know why I just said that. Okay, let's see what else. What else do we have here? Dot price target, 48 and change, something like that. LCX $7.37. A whole $100. Yeah. Ha ha ha. That's so funny. How much do you have to buy? 0.2 Solana. Prediction on ARC block. I don't have one. It's too difficult to predict. So AO's $3.40. That's probably too low. When will the NVIDIA earnings be? And what do you mean you will sell AOs and render before that? Why are you sure that it will go up in price? Oh man, I've explained this so many times. Let me just explain it again. All right, here is the play with AI cryptos leading up to the NVIDIA earnings report. You can see here on May 1st. All right, I'm going to flip my camera because I'm just let's talk about this again. Oh no, I just liked my live stream. I'm not going to flip my camera. Sorry for those of you on TikTok. But on May 1st, AOS was at 56 cents, and then it rose all the way up to, on May 22nd, the day of the NVIDIA earnings report, it rose up to 95 cents. So 56 cents to 95 cents, that's almost a 2x. It's more like an 80% rise in price in 3 weeks. I'm not going to say that's a sure thing, but this is what happens. And then the day of the NVIDIA earnings report, I sold my AOs. I'm not going to check WIF, sorry. I sold my AOs on that day. And then look at what happened after the day of the NVIDIA earnings report. That was a local top. And then it went down. The same thing happened in February. So in February 1st, if you bought AOs, the price was, around 13 cents. And then February 22nd was the day of the NVIDIA earnings report. It was at 31 cents. It did more than a 2x. And then, so I did the same thing. I sold my short-term bag of AOs on that day. But then after that, it pumped really hard because of the NVIDIA conference, which was a big deal for AI cryptos. And we had a big AI crypto run. But again, that's the play. Don't be suspicious. All right. ADA price prediction, $4.86. So I'm not promising the world here. I'm just saying this is a good play with AOs and render with with TARS AI, a lot of AI cryptocurrencies that they will most likely go up over the next 3 weeks. So, hey, what's up, Sherberto? Could you have a look at the Emerald chart? Would love to hear your opinion. I've looked at Emerald multiple times. It's just flat, you know? It's just, and it can come back, but I'm pretty jaded on new utility because it seems like they just want to grab a hold of all the narratives and be like, you know, yeah, we're AI, we're DPIN, we're RWA. So, all right, say $4.12 is my price target. AI tokens will go up in the next 3 weeks. If the market goes up, AI tokens, I think, will outperform the market. If the market goes down, AI tokens will outperform the market. Let's see. Thought on Aerodrome. Oh, man, lots of I've shared plenty of thoughts on Aerodrome. How high can ETH fees be during the bull run? I think there's going to be a time when we'll be happy with $400 in fees. I don't know anything about Wolfland or Koval. Sui, I've talked about Sui a ton. Why are so many people asking about Sui all of a sudden? Is there some big news? Because people haven't asked me about Sui in a long time. So what's going on with Sui? Was there some big pump? Is there some news with Sui? Oh my goodness, come on. It's up 1.7% today. Yeah, I don't know what's the deal, man. AO's prediction by end of the year, I got nothing for you, man. Higher. Let's see. Great work. Hey, Suki, thank you so much. I'm holding HEEHEE, ICP, TARS AI, ChainSwap, Aerodrome, Manta, IMX, Near, Sand, Chainlink. Should I add some other crypto and keep investing in these? I mean, I would add Brett and Landwolf. I would add... there's some other ones I would add, but those look fine. Know anything about A8? I don't know what you're referring to. GMX price prediction, I don't have one. Thoughts on OXO? I like OXO. Andy on base, should be fine. Thoughts on TIA and bull market? I am 100% out on Celestia by October 30th. They have a massive unlock on October 31st. No, on October 30th. I'm out. I'm done with Celestia. I don't think it's going to be a good play. Price prediction OXO, I don't have one. Opinion on Ondo, it's one of my top 5 right now. I love Ondo. Backpack only works desktop in America. Duke, I don't know what you're talking about. Can Rune do a 10x from here? I think so. Let me see Thorchain. Yeah, price target's more than a 10x. Prediction on Landwolf, over $1 billion. Ethereum, end of the year. Guys, end of the year. I don't have end of the year price targets. Please stop asking for end of the year price targets. I do think Ethereum will hit a new all-time high in 2024. Excuse me. Do you think ICP and Near will hit your entry targets? Entry target? Oh, yeah. Okay. ICP, yes. I still think it will. Near, let's see. I think so, man. I think so. Will Solana drop below $100 at some point? Yeah, absolutely. But not anytime soon. Why are people investing if you can just open a trade with 2x leverage and have almost the same risk? I've tried that, and I can tell you psychologically it's really frustrating when I just go into my trading portfolio and I see the red there. But that's just me. All right, thoughts on Beam. I like Beam, top 3 gaming. Price prediction on Celestia, Near, and Echelon Prime. Celestia, $67.55. Near, $46. Echelon Prime, I don't think I have one. Do I have one on Prime? Yeah, I do. Never mind. $156. You can see this all on the price target spreadsheet. Landwolf, again, oh my goodness. All right, over $1 billion in market cap. That's all I can say. Say over Sui and Aptos, do you agree? I have not agreed with that for a while, but it seems like Say's TVL is actually doing what it needs to do for me to say. So maybe now's the time for me to say yes to that. Are you buying render and AOs tomorrow leading up to the 22nd? Yeah, I've talked a lot about that. XRP price prediction, $3.02. Alex, a few concerns with TAR's AI. Their liquidity is not locked or burned, and the top wallet holds 72% of the supply. Okay, noted. Are you sure that their liquidity is not locked and burned? TAR's, I mean, here's my rebuttal to that, is that TAR's, I mean, it doesn't show a locked liquidity on here. Maybe you're right about that. But TAR's is backed by Solana. If TAR's were to rug, then Solana would be that would be a stain on Solana. I mean, I think Solana's done enough research on this to back them. The top wallet holding that much, you know, long term that's concerning, but I mean, it doesn't seem like they've done anything significant with that. So are those valid concerns? Sure. I am not concerned with making entries and exits on TAR's AI right now. So reminder, HEEHEE, you have between now and you have an hour and a half to get in on the raffle, the giveaway. If you buy 0.2 Solana worth of HEEHEE, you will automatically be entered into a raffle to receive $100 worth of HEEHEE. And that will be announced on my X account. Follow me on X, WW That will be announced on my X account after this live stream. When FTM has Exonic upgrade, it will outperform Solana. Okay. Is AOS a better short-term play than ICP? Yes, 100%. Let's see. Ancient 8 crypto just listed on Coinbase. Okay. All right, so are you guys in a Telegram group saying, hey, World War Bitcoin, he's live right now, so let's show Ancient 8. Arkham TP, nothing for you right now. Heavily invested on VThor, currently 50% down. Any chance you could look at the chart? Thanks in advance. VThor's so small, I just don't really pay attention to it. But let's look at the chart. Will Polygon Matic go to $3? I have a $7.86 price target. So that's what I think. VThor, it might have bottomed out. Now might be a good time. Yeah, I wouldn't be selling right now. Absolutely not. So, Coach Nelson, yes, 20K likes. Good job. Thank you, everybody. 20K likes. $7 Matic. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Like $20, Ali. I don't know what you're saying. 50 Cent Noble, is that possible? Yes. Yeah, I think it is. That's a $500 million fully diluted market cap. Hi, Alex. Are these price targets for the peak of the bull run? Yes. Yeah. Will DOT ever reach again all-time high? I don't think for this cycle it will. Thoughts on NPC? No, man. I've gotten so many questions. You know just as much or more than I do. I don't have any thoughts on it. IO price prediction, I don't have one. Can you look at Pope? No, I'm not going to do it. Sorry, man. If Land Wolf hits 1 billion market cap, what will be its price? I'm going to have to ask you to do your own. It's simple math. Just do the math. Would you be buying or selling right now? When will you start? When will start to move in your opinion? I am by no means a seller. I'm not a seller right now. No way. I am much more of a buyer right now than a seller. DGI game, I'm sure it's flat. I think it'll come back. Thoughts on smoking chicken fish? Nothing. All right. I just looked at that SSN, but thank you. TARS had a big marketing push. I saw at least 5 Coles talk about it last week. All right. Got 0.83 Sol of HEEHEE. Awesome, man. Your opinion on HNT? I think it's a scam. I'm not a fan of HNT. Can it do well price-wise? Sure. Can Jupiter hit $10? I have a $16.67 price target. Can you check VRA chart? Has it bottomed? I am out on VRA. I'm not a fan anymore. But don't hate it. Don't trade it. Don't hate it. Don't date it. Just trade it. I do think that this is going to be a higher low on the daily chart. So VRA might be a good one to get into right now. Is ADA dead? Nope. Can you recommend a wallet? I like Trust Wallet. Yes, Coach Nelson. He is one of Alex's highest conviction plays, but he can't legally say anything about price predictions. That's right. I am trying to not break the law. I would love to not go to jail. Okay? I without knowing when he launched, I broke the law. With the things that I was saying. And I am now trying to not break the law. I talked to a lawyer. I will say what I can say. You know? Bull X Exchange, I got nothing. Pendle, I love Pendle. I think you know that. Go Blue. When do you think we will start to move up again? I think alts have bottomed out. I did not DCA this whole time. From March until now, I was not DCAing. I mean, before March, I was not DCAing. But now I am entering. I am back. I have made my entries. I've set limit orders on different cryptos. So when's the market going to turn? I think we're on our way back up, but it's going to take a little bit of time. You know, day by day, it's a grind. But I think the worst is behind us when it comes to altcoins bottoming out short term. Should I keep dollar cost averaging in a Pendle to add to my bag? So right now, I think DCAing is a good idea. For me, I'm doing more charting, and I have my entry set, and some of them have filled, and others have not yet. But if you just want to forego all of that in DCA, yes, I think now's a good time to DCA. And listen, when I say a few weeks ago, I was saying DCAing was not a good idea. Now I am saying DCAing is a good idea. So 80K on the table for August, it's possible, yeah. What do you think about index crypto? I haven't looked into it. Alex, for newbies, do you have a suggestion on how many coins max to hold in the bag? It's more about how much time do you have. It's not about how many coins to hold in your bag. It's how much time do you have. So if you are full-time employed, you have a wife and children, or a husband and children, whatever, you know, you should probably limit it to, I don't know, 8 to 12. If you have a lot of time, then it's up to you. Go Blue bought Pendle at 210. Okay. What do you think about PayPay? I've heard good things about it, but why isn't Sage in jail already with regards to his predictions about Sage? I mean, I think what would happen if Sage were to reach any legal trouble, here's the problem. Sage's chances of going to jail are very low. Okay. Is he breaking the law? Yes. Am I nervous for him? He's got a wife and kids. Yes. But in reality, there are so many worse offenders in the space. And then Pump.Fun, what Pump.Fun has brought to this space is it's insane. You know, and the ability to create a cryptocurrency, anyone can create a cryptocurrency. Anyone can create something that the SEC would label as a security. So, you know, what are you going to do? But the idea that he would be in jail right now, no, not yet. I think the biggest fear is after this bull run, if things get really ugly, there's going to be a lot of angry people who will turn on you know, those who have broken the law. And that's when the real danger is in. 100K on ETH or Solana right now. What would you buy? I would say Ethereum. Between those two, I would say Ethereum. And the reason why is because of the spot Ethereum ETF. So again, with ETF flow, we've seen the same thing that we saw with Bitcoin after the Bitcoin ETFs launched. But I'm actually pretty encouraged with how much I'm seeing that BlackRock has bought. Grayscale is, of course, selling off. Their Ethereum holdings. That's exactly what we saw. But I'm encouraged with the amount of buying that I'm seeing with BlackRock and some others. So, all right, 10 cents for Wolf is a billion. There we go. Besides Bitcoin and ETH, which crypto will pump first? I mean, I'm going with Render and AOS. Thoughts on HBAR as a project? I love HBAR fundamentally, but I don't think it's a good play for this run. It is too inflationary. It is too concentrated, its supply. A 100K buy on HEEHEE will be nuts. I think it would come at some point. I have $100. What coin should I hold? I just go meme coins, man. HEEHEE, Landwolf, something like that. HNT a scam. HNT is a scam, yes. But there's a lot of cryptos that are a scam. Will crypto pump after tonight, FOMC? My thought is I do believe yes, but it's entirely possible that they'll communicate some kind of hawkishness. WIF to $30. I don't know where WIF is right now. If that's a 10x, then I think WIF is going to 10x. Soy boys, I don't know what you're saying, but all right, Flux to $10. I have a price target for Flux. Let's see. Price target is $14.21. Price prediction for Arrow, 32.20. I'm sure you're tired of XRP conversations, but I hold my biggest bag there. Can it 100x again? No. But I've been talking about I'm bullish on XRP right now. You know, I bought over the weekend. I bought $4,000 worth, and you know I'll start chipping away at that bag when it gets to 75 cents or so. But I think it could go to like 90 cents short term. Do you think Brett can hit $4 at the top of the bull run? What market cap is that? I really don't pay attention to price with these cryptos, man. So let me go to the Brett chart here. 12 cents. Could it go to $4? That's a $40 billion market cap. That is within the realm of possibility. Do I think that's going to happen? No. Could it happen? Yes. How much of my Brett bag will I hold at $4? Maybe like 5%. So sure, you know. Today I lost on DEX $250. That is the problem. Much crap in DEX in the name of memes, and it's making the crypto like a scam. Yeah, pretty much. Are you bullish on PNG? I like it. I don't love it, but yeah, honestly, they would have to arrest tens of thousands that create on pump. How are they going to be able to do that? It's just, how do you find everybody? You know, thoughts on honey? Not a big fan. I looked into it. It reminds me a lot of helium. There's just not a market for this. You know, the true earnings on helium and the true earnings on HiveMapper is so low. All of the rewards are subsidized to get you excited about it. Good or bad news today? I'm leaning towards good. Is Aptos still worth it? I think so. What do you think about Polkadot? Not a fan. There's no adoption happening with Polkadot. That's the problem. You're welcome for checking on VThor. Yeah. Honestly, they would have, yeah, all right, I saw that. Why do you think ICP would reach 130? Because I have a $223 price target, that's why. Milk bag may be a good ride. I'll take your word for that. Cody, we're not going to get rate cuts today. I'd be shocked if we did. Bullish on GFI. Yeah, I like Goldfinch. Let's see. Other than Pendle and HEEHEE, what's third conviction play? Ondo. How about Ondo? ICP is my biggest bag. Is it wise to wait for the price around 160 to 170 to get out? No. You got to exit bit by bit. All right. Not waiting until 160 to 170. There's no guarantees. Again, guys, for those of you who are hopping in here, I am live on YouTube, World War Bitcoin. I can answer every question on YouTube. I cannot on TikTok. Cosmos, I love Cosmos fundamentally. I don't think the Atom token is a good one to buy for this bull run. Now, okay. Reminder, between now and you have an hour and 15 minutes. If you buy zero point 0.2 Solana worth of HEEHEE, you will automatically be entered into a raffle to win $100 worth. So, what's up with Spike on Solana? I don't know. I haven't looked into it. Best place to buy TARS AI. You can buy it just like any Solana meme coin. You could buy it. Not that it is a meme coin, but you can buy it on Phantom, on Radium, on Jupiter. I would assume on Coinbase Wallet. When do you think retail will start buying? We have to hit a new all-time high for Bitcoin first. And then, but even then, I mean, I remember 2020, sorry, not 2020, 2021. No, yeah, end of 2020, December of 2020, Bitcoin crossed $20,000 and retail wasn't really all that excited. But that's like prerequisite number one, is that Bitcoin has to cross its all-time high. But that alone is not enough. You know, what would it take? It would take either something extraordinary happening in meme coins or in some other crypto to get retail really excited, or something like a $100,000 Bitcoin. That would be a major newsworthy event. And I could see that happening in 2024. That would get retail very excited. So, thoughts about Kaspa and recent all-time high. Kaspa looks amazing. Yeah, I talked about that earlier in this live stream. Kaspa, man. I think it has broken out in that it's ready for price discovery. If we get some bullish momentum in this market, I don't think this is a false breakout with Kaspa. I think this is real. And so when would I be looking for a back test, you know, a retest of its previous all-time high? Yeah, I think I would. But we had a couple false breakouts with Kaspa. I think this is the real deal. Ondo has 13% circulating supply if CoinMarketCap is right. I mean, watch my Ondo price target video. I factored all of that in, okay? So... all right, Lou, welcome to the million club. Bought 1.1 Solana worth of HEEHEE. That's awesome, man. Price estimate for Miria, still expect 20 cent Miria. Yes, yeah. All right, let's see. Wait, what is your price prediction? Somebody asked me if I thought it could go to a $40 billion market cap. I could see that happening, but my price prediction, I'm just going to stick with 10 billion. I really don't. I don't know. All right, let's see. Verify to continue. Thank you, TikTok. Jasmine top for the cycle, 11.5 cents, but that's probably too low. You reckon I should keep my crypto on exchange or wallet? I've got about 40 coins worth about 25K. I mean, I have it spread out, exchange, wallet. I think it's fine. Just... you know, in the bear market, I would strongly advise you to just, hopefully you're out of crypto as much as possible, but move your crypto to safe places. I trust Wallet, not whatever. I don't think Trust Wallet would collapse. I don't think Coinbase would collapse, but like some of those smaller exchanges, that's what we saw in 2021. Celsius, BlockFi, Voyager, get your crypto off of things like that. So even like a KuCoin or MEXC, I'd get it. I'd consolidate it to larger cryptos and then hold that on Trust Wallet or MetaMask, or not MetaMask, Coinbase. Let's see. When are you switching to subscribers only? Very soon. I like to go live for an hour before switching. So it's been an hour and 4 minutes. I'd say maybe another 5 minutes or so. Are you excited for HEEHEE? Because I am. I'm excited. Are you still bullish on Bepe? Yes. Have you bought TARS in the AI coins? August 1st. I'm sticking with that. What is HEEHEE's utility? $10 million market cap. 20,000 holders of HEEHEE gets you access to a premium Discord. Have you seen You Do You today? What do you think of it? Yeah, I saw that You Do You is doing well. Let me look it up real quick. $174,000. There we go. I've been patient with You Do You. I think this is going over $1 million in market cap. I've been wanting to buy more, but I'm not going to buy now. You know, it does have pretty quick pumps and then goes back down. We see it go down to a $50,000 market cap again. I'm buying. I think this is a really safe play. Do you think ETH memes are less likely to rug than Sol memes? Yeah, it's just really easy to get in and out of Ethereum memes, or sorry, Solana memes. Thought on PayPay, I've never bought it, but I do like it. I like what I hear, you know. BCH, please. Bitcoin Cash. Let me look at the chart for Bitcoin Cash. I wouldn't be surprised if Bitcoin Cash did something like a violent move to the upside sometime soon. It has definitely bottomed out. That chart looks really strong. Really, oh man. Inverse head and shoulders, but it's already played itself out. Where do we go from here? That's a question. You know, do we do a swing pattern failure trade where we look for an entry around $377? I don't know if it's going to get back down there. But yeah, man, I mean, Bitcoin Cash looks good. How do you find the hidden gems? I don't know, man. I don't have a system for that. What do you think Bitcoin Cash is going to hit this run? Above its 2021 peak. Its 2021 peak was $1,400. I don't think it's going to hit a new all-time high. Its 2017 peak was like $4,200. I don't think it's going that high. Ondo price target, it's probably too low, $3.71. Any high risk, high reward, short term, medium term, Solana plays. High risk, high reward. I mean, any meme coin. A lot of meme coins. I still like, you know, Landwolf. That's not super high risk, I don't think. What's that other one? Ponky. What do you think about Polkadot 15X? I don't think that's realistic. Seller Network, don't know enough. Thoughts on Lumia and their Hypernode? I don't know anything about it. Check the redo chart. I mean, I hold redo. I know it's down. It's been bleeding a little bit. I haven't sold any of it. So, I mean, all right, it looks like it just went back down. And it's back down to its bottom. I already did point out, like if it got down to 41.22 cents, I'd be pretty eager to get in again. Say to $6 possible. It's possible. My price target is a little bit lower than that, but my price target may be too conservative. Yearn Finance, no thoughts. Sorry, man. Mog, don't know anything about it. You're welcome. Mew. I met somebody in Nashville on the Mew team. I was added to like a Telegram group. I don't know why. Just that I met the guy, gave him my information. I have a lot of confidence in Mew. Crow with knife I think will explode around the time that Crypto.com explodes, which I think we're still far off. Wow, Mew has a $628 million market cap. That's crazy. Oh, wow. Chart looks pretty good. We'll see. Thought on Super. It's still one of my top 3 gaming cryptos. I'm just not super bullish on gaming cryptos right now. All right, guys. I am switching over to subscriber only on YouTube. Or sorry, on TikTok. On TikTok. If you want to stay in this live stream, head on over to YouTube. World War Bitcoin. I am still answering every question on YouTube. Okay, ASI, I've got nothing for you, man. I've said multiple times, I don't care about ASI. I'm not going to look into it. I don't like the merge. All right. But head on over to YouTube, World War Bitcoin, if you want to stay in this live stream. What else? Okay, last reminder. If you buy zero point 0.2 Solana worth of HEEHEE between now, you have about an hour, a little over an hour. If you buy zero point 0.2 Solana worth of HEEHEE, you will automatically be entered into a giveaway to receive a raffle to receive $100 worth of HEEHEE. So, yeah. Doesn't matter if you don't care, do it for us. No. Just ask somebody else's opinion on it. I don't have to care about everything. So, thank you for subscribing. I saw somebody subscribed. Cranky man. Okay. Still hold Miria, yes. My target, it's on the price target spreadsheet. $0.20. Once you take out your initials, how's the best way to DCA out without taking too much profit? I've never really had a system for that. I just pull out, I take it out. I'm just going to be mostly measuring market sentiment. Tether announces 5.2 billion profit for first half of 2024. That's crazy, man. I don't even know how they make money. No idea. Arrow or LCX? I'll say Arrow. I think Arrow. I do like LCX though. Where can we see the spreadsheet? In the description section of all of my YouTube videos, not my live streams. And I just posted it. Best ETH ecosystem plays. I don't have anything. What makes Ondo so promising? It's in everyone's top 5, and are they paying influencers big, or is there something utility wise that makes it so positive? I've been with Ondo early on. Like, all right, I'm not. They don't pay me anything. I have no connections to their team. I don't know if they pay Joshua Jake, but again, the thing that I love about Pendle and Ondo is what they're trying to bring to the blockchain. Ondo is bringing treasuries, and this is just one thing that they're doing. And I don't know of anyone else that's doing this. They're trying to bring treasuries to the blockchain. That's trillions upon trillions of dollars. The financial instruments, this is next level DeFi type stuff. Top 3 gaming coins: Superverse, Miria, and Beam. Thoughts on Axelar? I need to do more research on Axelar. I'm getting pretty warmed up to Axelar. You're going to have to give me some time on that. There's some stuff some rumblings that I'm hearing that have me pretty excited. Storage chart. I don't think I have storage and trading view here. Oh, I do. Okay. Storage. Chart looks strong. I'd be getting in around the point where the 20-day and 50-day are intersecting right now for the EMAs. Yeah, this looks pretty good. About 42 cents for storage. Did I miss entry on Caspa, or is it a good time? Caspa just looks strong, man. I would just be chipping away at Caspa, buying some for sure. I never had a system for that. I just pull out. That's why you have 6 kids. And GSD, Dave, I see your comment. Yep. Yes. LCX, where do you see LCX reaching? $7.37. Alexander Lorenzo made an extremely comprehensive research video on Axelar. Okay. Good to know. Yeah. Alexander Lorenzo. Again, I just want to remind you guys, there are very few reasons to be bearish right now. Very few. I'm day by day right now, I am becoming more bullish. And, you know, I talked about, so we have the FOMC meeting today. All right. We'll see what happens. I wouldn't be surprised if there was some dovishness coming. I've talked about the three people that I pay attention to the most on X. Or on X, just the three influencers, whatever I pay attention to the most. Pentoshi is one of them, Emperor BTC, and the blockchain backer. Now, Pentoshi came on here today. He doesn't tweet very often. And I trust him a lot. And this is a confirmation of just what I've been thinking as well. So let me read this tweet from Pentoshi. I believe it to be only a matter of time before Bitcoin hits a new all-time high. Look at the last 6 months alone. An ETF approval, which has been the most successful ETF in history, and now capturing a large portion of the political environment with multiple nation states discussing it on top. The idea of Bitcoin having a fixed supply, programmatic money, while central banks continue to print infinite fiat will take the limelight. I won't pretend to know when it will break out, but the future is brighter than ever at this point. It's crazy how many people begin to doubt their long-term thesis based on a few hourly daily candles. In the end, where we're going, son, you won't need charts. In the end, I agree with that. In the end. So where I differ with him is he's probably more bullish. I do think he thinks that 2025 is going to be a very good year for crypto. I do not think that. But I really trust his judgment and his feel for the market. Could you say those names again, please? Pentoshi, Pentoshi, blockchain backer, and Emperor BTC. What's the contract address for HEEHEE? Here you go. 90 love B. And here. All right. So you're welcome, buddy love. Have you checked out the Night Riders Club, Hoppy, Watt, Draggy, and Flappy? Seem to have a lot of potential. I have not. I'll check that out. Not right now, but I will check it out. All right, I have about 5 more minutes in this live stream, and then I'm going to have lunch and work on some other content. So... all right, Axelar. There he is, Alexander Lorenzo. I don't know anything about this guy, but yeah. I will tell you this, Axelar, and maybe this is a reason to be bullish on Axelar. They reached out to me for paid content, which I am willing to do. I'm cutting down significantly on shills, you know, but with something like Axelar, I have a lot of confidence in Axelar. In that it's going to be just a good play. So, you know, if I were to make a video on that, it would be fully disclosed. I'll be honest with you guys. I have done undisclosed videos. I didn't know that was illegal. I thought I was just breaking TikTok terms, which I probably shouldn't be saying that during a TikTok live stream. And I'm perfectly fine breaking TikTok terms and getting banned. But now that I know it's illegal to do that, I am disclosing anything like that. So Alex Lorenzo is absolutely amazing. You should check him out for sure. He genuinely changed my outlook on crypto and money in general. Okay. That's a yeah, I'll listen to his video. Would you ever shill a coin you wouldn't buy yourself? No. Zero chance. I get contacted 10 times a day asking to shill coins. I buy every coin that I make a video about. That I make a video about talking about I'm bullish on this coin. Every single one. Thank you, buddy love. Yeah, man. All right. I think it's about time. Have a good day, everybody.